Driving through a river, and just like that, it's it.
Hey, welcome back. All right, so it is Friday morning. Picked up Dan from the airport last night. We are about to head to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to go visit the guys at 6 Star in that lifted RS. And then from there, we're gonna do a little bit of work at their shop and continue on to base camp in the Gambler. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We got about 250 miles to drive, so let's get on the road. All right, so we've actually stopped a couple times. We stopped to get gas, and then we noticed there was a coolant smell coming from the car. I changed something this morning. I shouldn't have changed anything. Don't change anything. And unfortunately, it's completely my fault. So I ended up putting this strip of foam tape in here to try and keep the radiator off the core support so that it didn't rub through. And I just wasn't paying attention. And so that pushed that back to the point where the hose rubbed in the pulleys. There was always barely any room there as it was. So this is completely my fault. But we're at an O'Reilly's. They have a hose. It's $10. I'm gonna go grab a gallon of coolant, and we're gonna fix this right now while Dan eats lunch. He's in there eating lunch. So, yep, gonna get to work. Just like that, we're back on the road again. That was a pretty easy fix. A little bit more expensive than I wanted it to be because they only had the gates built, but beggars can't be choosers. So Dan's gonna drive this last leg. We got about an hour until we get to 6 Star Service and Fabrication. We're gonna go see what those guys got going on and check out some stuff, and we'll go from there. See you when we get there. All right, so we made it to McKees Rocks, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh. If you actually look off in the distance, you can see Pittsburgh kind of right in there. So I like this place. It's pretty cool. There's a bunch of old rundown stuff pretty much everywhere in this part of the world. Lots and lots and lots of rusty steel. So anyways, as I mentioned earlier, we are here at 6 Star Performance Fabrication. They do Subaru things, and we have a Subaru. So let's go check out what they got going on inside their shop. What up, man? What do we got here? Hi. 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 Damn. Looks great. So are you still breaking it in then?
Yeah, I just got the engine back from you guys a week and a half ago, but 130 miles on it so far. Finished breaking, and then the early 9 finally.
That's awesome. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how it does.
Yeah, I think I'm like 4 years maybe. Hoping for like 650.
That's it?
Yes.
Didn't we build this for like 8?
Yeah, but I already had the turbo set up.
Oh.
So.
Smaller zoner rotor?
Yeah, it's the equivalent of black.
Oh, okay.
7164.
Nice. That's awesome. Man, that race AOS turned out great.
It did. Yeah, it turned out wonderful.
Look at all them AN fittings. That wasn't cheap.
Yeah, Dave tried to get me to switch the turbo setup and all the intercooler piping and everything.
Man, what do we got here?
God, a little bit of everything. As you know, it's a Stage 4 Extreme.
Yeah. IG motor.
Stage 5 heads. Firelock goodness, 14 mils. Still in Kelver 272. Was not planning on going this big. And then basically Junior convinced Caleb to go with a slightly bigger turbo. Gen 2 7685. T4 divided. Forget which turbine housing it is off the top of my head. I'll have to ask him, but then AMS intake manifold, and then we did all the fab in-house. I did the turbo manifold, titanium exhaust and intercooler, and then it's a 6-inch CSF Magnum core that I made the end tanks for, and then it's a CSF King Cooler drag radiator on the back. And then pretty basic fuel system, IE2000s, air mode 5.0, fuel cell in the trunk, and then dash 10 feed, dash 8 return.
Pre-production,
Exactly.
alternator relocation bracket.
Thank you Rick, for that. So, no, that worked out great. That actually gives me so much work. I wish I would have had it a little earlier though, because I could have went straight here.
Yeah.
But
Made up this little.
Yeah,
Oh well.
but still, it kind of gives it like a cool little like turn tip.
No, it's cool. It's actually kind of nice because this radius and this radius, it all kind of flows.
Yeah, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But you know, definitely came out nice. I was not anticipating it all. It even making remotely close to
Yeah, so here's the deal. I just actually, a minute ago, I touched this and noticed that it was warm.
Yeah.
This just got off the dyno, yeah?
Yeah.
What did it make?
1,200 on the dot.
Man.
I think high 700 foot-pounds. Matt, do you remember? I think it was 7 or 8, like right around there.
Oof.
But so yeah, he has more torque than he did horsepower last time. So it's definitely going to be a battle for him to get used to. So we'll have to shake it down and get him used to it, accustomed to it.
Find some failure points.
Yeah, but hey, we'll see if the stock trans holds up. We have the upgraded output shaft for it, and then yeah, it's a stalker end, carbon drive shaft, and stock 6 speed. So
Awesome.
really one thing in the car. Now time for the small brake kit and the 15-inch slicks and rotor substrates.
Yeah.
So there it is right here. I got the small brake kit on. So
Nice.
it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. I still like. If you had told me 10 years ago that I was gonna build a 1,200 wheel horsepower Subaru, I would like probably.
Yeah, no. So you're gonna build 300-400 horsepower Subarus is what
Yeah,
you're
that's
telling
fine.
me.
I'll do
Got
that.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. That's
Yeah.
possible.
And no, people, this is not a daily driver.
1,200 wheel horsepower. Wheel. That is how it's done. Fantastic. Well done, sir.
Thank you, buddy. I still can't get over it.
When I did the 6-cylinder swap on this car, I actually took my vintage Cobb intake and I just repurposed it, but it's not ideal and it doesn't really fit right. I ordered another 3-inch J-bend, this big old mammoth contraption here that Dave's playing with, from Silicone Intakes, the guys there, so that we could make something here. So it's gonna be something about like that. So we'll melt that together. This is just gonna go in the trunk, and then there's an IAT. I actually just had a hose, this hose here, coming off the intake with the intake air temperature sensor just jammed in the back of it. So what we'll probably do is hide it, drill a hole in the back, bury that, and then put the sensor in back there, and then need to do another bung on the back here for this vent line. And that's pretty much it. Gonna try and see if we can finish the intake out so that it will have the filter kind of in this area. All right, and just like that, we got an intake. I like this. This is great. This turned out awesome. Dave stayed late and helped us with that. Took him a couple minutes and we're all ready to go. So I don't have to leave the Cobb intake on this anymore. It's got its own bespoke intake. At some point, I'll probably cut this shorter and maybe do something out the hood or something. But for now, this is gonna work great. So long as we don't go through water that's higher than here, it'll be fine. That's pretty much going to be it for 6-star. We're going to head on down to the campsite. We got about another hour to drive, so Dana and I are going to hop back in the car and hit the road, and we will see you once we get to Gambler Base Camp. All right, well, we made it and we are set up. Got everything set up, got the tent set up, met some neighbors, met some friends, Subaru friends. There's actually a couple other cars here. Got the mini bike off and aired up, and I think these guys are going to dinner. So Casa de Us, and we're going to show you some cars real quick here. Probably just go through and see who's here, and then I think we're gonna get some chow. So yeah, let's go check out some cars. All right, well, this is gonna be the end of Friday night's video. We have to be up at 6 a.m. We get all our coordinates at the same time, and we get to choose shenanigans. We get to choose the order that we go to all the stops, and how many we do on Saturday, how many we do on Sunday. Whatever we don't do Saturday, we get to make up on Sunday. So it's pretty much choose your own adventure, but it's gonna be really awesome. I hope you had fun following along today, and I really appreciate you watching, and thanks for hanging out.